So today's subject is really random, but I want to build, or I got the request to build something. It's a doorbell for Minecraft, so that you can press like a button in your Minecraft world, and then you can, ring like a real doorbell. If you like 4 buddies having a Minecraft server and want someone to join, I mean, who wants to use messengers like WhatsApp or Signal? No, better go to their Minecraft house, press the button, and they come play because they hear a signal. Yeah, that's the plan for today. Let's see how far we come. So first, I think we have to create a Minecraft server. So let's see how I remember to do this. Let's go to desktop, create a new folder. MC doorbell. Here first is the plugin, then here is the server. Suck. Let's first create the EULA. EULA.txt. EULA equals true. So then, no, I don't want to log in. Go to paper.io, I think was the site. Set paper.mc.io. Yes, this was the page. Then I want to download paper. 121.4 is okay. Yes, I want to keep it. Then here, called paper jar, make a new document. I think it was a batch file. Let's disable the echo, make a pause, and for the Java command I have to look how I did this. I made a video about this, how to install Minecraft server on Windows. So java-xms for the maximum amount of memory, let's say 4 gig. Char paper char, and for Windows it's important to set the no GUI flag so that no graphical user interface starts up. So I think this is the whole magic. Let's try start the server. Now it downloads all the needed resources. So yeah, let's read the getting started. No, rather not. So what's the next step? I forgot. Yeah, let's create the plugin. New project. It is can't I choose Minecraft here? Add plugins. Minecraft. I thought there was a plugin for this. Minecraft. Oh, it's this one. It just doesn't have a logo. That's weird. 1.6 million downloads. Wow. Yes, of course. I want to restart the IDE. So server is done. Yeah, confirm, agree, new. Now here in Minecraft. So let's call it the doorbell. I want this not here. I want this here. Git repository, I wanted plugin, I wanted paper, I wanted Maven, 121.4. CH Minecraft doorbell. No paper manifests. Doorbell. Yeah, snapshot is okay. Java 21. Let's see. No AI assist. This seems to be good. Now I have to build the artifacts. I always forget how to do this. Let's Google. So, there's a video I watched a few times. Let's see how he built this artifact. Here, compiling building. I don't use Java that often. Here, I think it was a jar. So the location would be the plugins folder. Okay, let's see. So let's try to build it. Project, build artifacts, and then build. So seems to be built. Let's reload this server. Plugin enabled, yeah. Seems like we have our first plugin. Then I want some structure for this plugin. So as I said, the real deal of this plugin should be that you can, or I can show it to you. Let's try. This is our server. You see, when I refresh it, that I'm connected here. So, okay. I OP myself. Then, let's go in creative. Let's build something. Just a wall, then a door. Let's use oak door because oak doors are beautiful. So first I built a little prototype, and afterwards I will get it a bit better. Button. Let's like a polished blackstone button. Yeah, polished blackstone underscore button. Now, not to open the door, let's make it here, then sign, I call up or something. Maybe I add later a functionality on the sign to add a sign, and then every button that's under the sign is like the doorbell. From the requester, I just got the information that he wants a doorbell and nothing else. Yeah, so I have a lot of creativity in this. Okay, now I think I first will write a listener for my plugin to like, yeah, listen for the door click for the button click, and then yeah, send something to the person that pressed the button. That sounds like a plan, but let's first see if this here works. Okay. Yeah, let's go on. So first I create a new package. I can't write listeners here. First I have to Google how this listener is called. How is this listener called? On button press? No, player interact event. On player interact. Let's stay within a yeah, let's stay with these names. It implements the listeners. Why do I have IntelliSense? Okay, it's no, we don't have sockets. It's bucket listeners. Then I have to. Okay, is it the right one? That's the question. Let's check that first. Events. Yeah, it's the. But why does it not say something about I have to implement it? Huh, that's interesting. But I don't care. Event handler, then create a class on player interact with the player interact event. Wow, this IntelliSense is really great. Yeah. If event dot get block, get click block. Oh wait, first I will get block clicked block equals this one. Is it called block? Yeah, it's called block. It gets a block back. Get click block. If clicked block dot get, how do I get the block name? Get type equals material. Let's org bucket material dot black. What is it? Material dot blackstone, or it's polished blackstone button, this one here. Then first of all I will get a event dot get player dot send message hello, you pressed the doorbell. So let's build this plugin. Build artifact build. Then I will confirm this reload. Something does not really work. I already get an exception. Yeah, maybe because I didn't register this event. That's a possibility. For this I think I need a plugin manager. Get plugin meter, not get plugin, but get, let's get what is this called? My last Minecraft plugin is like 2 years since I did it, so I'm not that comfortable with this on a bucket get plugin manager. refactor this to why are they not uppercase? Okay, much better. New on player interactive event, and then this is the how does it new I have to this should be writing can resolve register events. Let's call register events. Yeah, this is the right one, and afterwards I look at what this error message meant. Build artifact, build, let's wait until it's compiled, yeah. Then reload this plugin. So now if I press this door button, I will get a message that I pressed this door button. So what are the next steps? I think the next step would be to start with the Arduino and then make a connection from the Minecraft server. Oh wait, how should I do this? Should I do the Minecraft server? Yeah, I think it's best. I will do a TCP socket, I think. Then I will create a TCP server on the Minecraft server in the plugin. Then I will connect the Arduino to the Minecraft server as a client. And every time this connects, it is like in the active state. And when it's active, I think I make like a sign where I can register this button like with an ID or something, and this has to be programmed in the Arduino for every person that has a doorbell. And then on the sign, I will create a sign in the Minecraft server with this ID or name, and then this is registered in the server as clients, and this client can connect to the server, and then it gets into a array, and the sign will update to like active, so the doorbell is active. And then if you press this button here, the server will communicate via TCP to the Arduino, and then open, or in the open socket it will communicate, and then it will bring the bell. So I think the first step would be to I have here an Arduino. It's an ESP8266. It has Wi-Fi capabilities, so I will connect this wirelessly to the Wi-Fi, and then I will use the TCP socket to communicate to the Minecraft server. First, let's set it up with a USB cable. So I think there's some code on it, but it doesn't really matter. First get the pin out. ESP2266 pin out. So to see how I would connect this, and then open the Arduino IDE. The board is, which one is it? Let's see, when I disconnect the USB cable, okay, it's COM7. It's the USB. COM7. The board is a ESP8266. Why isn't it? Why isn't it? This one. 7 USB. Okay, it seems to do something. So let's first take like a green LED. I will connect it here. Wait, which is positive and which is negative? I forget this always. And now it's cathode. So the long leg is the anode. So this connects to minus. So that means it's like this. So then I need cables. So first let's set up the plus and minus rail. This I need the pin out. I need to, like this is the pin out of the ESP 8266. Where's the plus cable? Here's ground. Let's connect this to ground, and 3 volts is here. Let's connect this to the plus rail. Doesn't really matter where the pins are. Anyway, so then I think I have to do this 200k resistor. I always forget, but this to the positive line, like this. Is this the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. And then which pin do I have to use? Some are normally open, so that means are positive on startup, and I don't want this. Let's see. Is there a list for these pins? Normally open, normally closed. Yeah, where are they? And see, I know. Okay, it seems like there is a list here. Is it? No. It's not a list that I want. No, I don't want a web server. No, I don't care. Let's first define the pin. It's an integer, it's ID. ID pin equals, which one do I use? Let's use 5. ID pin is 5. 5 is the second pin from the top. It's D1. D1. This one here. Then let's connect it to the positive. So what I've done here is this is a pull up or pull down. I always forget which one it is. A resistor before the anode, and the cathode goes to the minus rail. I'm not an electrician. I'm an IT guy, so I don't know. But this is how I done it recently. Then this sketch here, let's save it to the desktop, to this doorbell. This is like the Arduino, or let's call it client to be professionally. And you don't see anything. So here, client. Let's save it as client.ino. So let's rename this to Minecraft server to not make any confusion. And let's add a git ignore. So is there already in the plugins folder git ignore? No, it's not. Thank you, IntelliJ. Here. I just exclude the Minecraft server so I don't accidentally push this server here, because this would be a bit too much data of the map and everything. So what is the next step? Yeah, let's flash the LED. For this I need, first of all, I would need a serial connection to see what's going on. Let's make what's the default? I think 9600 is the default baud rate. Serial plotter. Is this new? No, the serial monitor. 9600, yes. 9600. 600, so I can see what's going on this thing. Then I want ports to be outputs. I think this tutorial on the Arduino page. Let's see what the code for this is. Maybe later try it out. So here, pin mode, LED pin is output. Then loop. Let's say digital write. LED pin. Is there a convention for like how to name variables here? I think do it wrong. Oh, it's in their setup it's constant, but I don't care. Let's say hi. Then say low, and then I need some delays. Delay, 1 millisecond, another 1 millisecond delay. Let's see if this works. I build it, compiling it. Yeah, this takes some time, I think. But no errors yet. That's surprising. Ooh, it works. So that means I'm officially a programming god. So, I've got somebody looking the stream. Hello, I didn't expect that. Hello, if you're still here. Yes, you see Arduino code. I'm currently trying something probably really stupid. I'm trying to do a connection between a Minecraft server and this Arduino. When I click a button in the Minecraft server, then it will, yeah, make something. It's like a doorbell system. Let's start the Minecraft server again. So, back to server list. I have a button here, and when I press here, currently the plugin does this. Maybe I have to make the button action so that it waits until it's out again. And I want to make like a TCP connection from the Minecraft server to the Arduino. But this is just a Blink plugin that I implement to see if everything's working fine. And I think I have to disable the hostile creatures because they are not that interesting. Yes, that's, yeah, first stream here. Then music and sounds, the hostile creatures, nobody needs them. Let's make everything a bit less loud. Okay. So, the next step, what would this be? Probably setting up the Wi-Fi for the ESP. I've seen a project doing this before, or I've done one project, but I've lost the code because I've deleted it. So let's first Google how to implement this library. I think I have to download this Wi-Fi library first. It's this ESP8266 Wi-Fi. Or let's see if I get an error here. Okay, it still compiles. Ooh, I don't get an error, so that means this library is usable. Then I need like this part here in the setup. I'm still disconnected. Then Wi-Fi begin. I've created a. Do I have a test Wi-Fi? Let's hope I have a test Wi-Fi. I actually don't know. Oh yeah, I have this access point here. This is a really old access point. So what's the path of this? This is the standard password of this access point. So let's see if I can make a connection with it. So yeah, me too. Yeah, if it's connected, I just make my local IP address to the serial connection. So Wi-Fi local IP. So let's see if this works. I have the serial monitor here. No, or no, this is just an information. Yeah, this confused me last time because it's red. Why is an information red? So let's see if it connects to the Wi-Fi. This would be really cool. Then I can make a TCP connection to the Minecraft server. Does it try? I don't know. Output? Oh no, serial monitor. Did it close on itself? Let's see again what it's doing. Did you see something? I didn't see something. Let's try building it again, because in the serial monitor there was nothing inside. Maybe I can do like an IP scan if I see it, but in the serial monitor I should see something. IP right before I switch. Oh, that's possible, yeah. Oh yeah, it connected. That's perfect. Yeah, I'm not I'm not looking at the serial monitor. Just turn the reset and reconnect and clicking the X. Yeah, I don't like this Arduino IDE to be honest, but I don't know if there's a better alternative. But the thing is still blinking. That looks very good. So that means I have a Wi-Fi connection and I have an IP address. Then I should do the TCP server. That was the question. First, I wanted to make like a direct connection from the server to the Arduino, but then I thought if I have multiple Arduinos, then yeah, it don't work that often with Arduino. So I first use this one, and then if I see something better, I will use it probably. But yeah, the problem, not the problem, I wanted to make like the server on the Arduino itself, but if I then have multiple of these Arduinos as multiple clients in multiple players' rooms, and then I want to add them to the server, it would be a bit complicated. So I think I make the Minecraft server as the TCP server, or as the so like this Arduinos connect to the Minecraft server as clients, and then the server will reach out to the separate clients. That would be, I think, the best method. Then let's make the TCP server happen. I think I have some example made already on my GitHub. Oh, this was a complicated code. I don't use this. TCP server, where is it? I somewhere have a bit of example code to make this a bit easier. So first, I think for testing, I will go into the player interact event and then connect to the Arduino. Is this the correct way? I don't really know. Here I want to make this. Just let's try and make this server sockets. I know this is really bad code, but I'm just tinkering around a bit. No, for testing, I think I will build it the other. No. I need a TCP server. I think I will enable the TCP. Enable the TCP server here. Then connect the Arduino to the server, and then I make the messaging just in the player event. This makes a lot more sense. That I need to have threads and stuff. Yeah, that's for tinkering. Make it the other way because it makes a lot more sense. I don't need the IP scanner because I have the IP. Yeah, I know that the temporary code is the one that stays forever. Please don't look at my GitHub. You will see a lot of this. But I try to be better. That's why I do this project. So I need a TCP server. This is a Wi-Fi client. Do I need to include this? Yes, Wi-Fi.h. No, this is this here. Wi-Fi server. So I need a server. This I need in the loop. Really? Don't I need to? Apparently I need this in the loop. So Wi-Fi server. No, Wi-Fi client. Oh, I need to switch the screen again. Wi-Fi client. Where is the server? Where? Ah, here. Wi-Fi server, and then the port. Let's make 889. Just let's make this one. This is not in the top 1024, so it's not a well-known port, so I can use it. Semicolon, don't forget this. I hate semicolons. Then client equals server dot available. So this checks if a new client is coming. Then when a client is here, new client. Client. Well, the client is connected, or maybe it is a good idea to make this Arduino a server, and then just saving like the IP address and port into the Minecraft server, and then create a new connection. Oh yeah, this is the way better idea. Yeah, that's why you tinker around, because you find better ways. Then if client and the client is available, then let's save the character. Client that reads. Can't I just make how do I do this? That's a good question. I want to receive like a whole string, but I don't think this is the right way. I've just in another tab just looking around what is possible and what I can do. It's just multiple tutorials. Provided status is here. Client available. If client, then I need like a buffer. Just rewrite this whole stuff because it's shit. String, and go then it's empty. Then while client dot connected, while client dot available. And afterwards I can do stop if the client is no longer connected, so I don't need the resources. And then in the next loop it will try to get another client. So because of this architecture I just need one connection, because it's just one server. In the current iteration, if I do make multiple servers later, I will to redesign it, but it doesn't matter because it's a small project at this point. Raise a microphone volume possibly. Is my microphone not loud enough? I will check this. It's pretty loud here. I can't make it louder, I think. Or do I have the volume? No, it's volume. It's already all the way up. I can peak it a bit. Let's see if this makes it better. Yeah, I think my volume is already all the way up in my streaming software and my hardware microphone. But for another question, is the right microphone selected? Yes, it seems like it. So I don't know if I can do anything about it. Let's maybe just... Why this? Huh. Okay, now I think I'm audible again. I don't know why I wasn't, but yeah. Just let's hope. So, character. Client dot read. So I read every character the client sends. In this case, the client is the Minecraft server. So, and if... why do I do this? I can just copy paste this code. Why am I not lazy? So then I will trim it from accessing spaces, because I don't need spaces. And then I will see what the string is, if I can work or not. Yeah, just upload this. This is a real error now. The error says client connected. What is wrong with this? Oh, Wi-Fi servers. No. Wi-Fi. Is the tutorial wrong, or what is the case here? Wi-Fi server. I know I had a really good tutorial somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Has no member named available. Oh, I just found the mistake, I think. Yeah. And then rename it to input, and then it should do something. Still, yeah, why is the IntelliSense so bad in the Arduino IDE? I mean, IntelliJ didn't even, make my real IntelliSense, the GitHub Copilot, and it's really good. And here it doesn't even know the variable doesn't exist. It's pretty interesting. So it builds, and I think it waits for the connection. Yeah, 102. Perfect. Same IP address. That's wonderful. Would it be feasible to start up a TCP or WebSocket server from the plugin? I would just go from the other side of the network. Yes, that's my my question. I want to answer myself here. how I should do this. It's like the possibility to open like a server from the plugin, and then connect this this Arduinos here to the plugin. This would be then I can save all these clients like in a list on the server, on the Minecraft server, and then have an open connection to them. I don't know if this is the better task, because that way you always have an open connection. And some of my problems is I always think way too big, and I think, what if you have 1 million of these devices? Then the server would have 1 million open connections. I know this will never happen. It will never be over 3, but that's what I'm thinking about. So I think I make like a server on these clients, and then just save like the IP address and port on the Minecraft server, and then open a connection when I that's another fault just came in. What about the ports and the port forwarding? If I make this like Git the way I do it right now, the people who have this at home will have to forward a port, and that's not good. If I have it the other way around, it would be much better. Yeah, that's yeah, that's a big point. Yes, that's the point. Okay, I think I have to do it the other way because of the whole port thing and the forwarding in the network. Because the Minecraft server always have this forwarded port, and the clients here don't. But either way, I will test it now with this method, and then if this works, I can build something different. I think that would be good. I think, yeah. Let's just see if I can make a connection. Yeah, just make a test. How does WebSocket sound? WebSockets, I think TCP sockets are the raw version of WebSockets, and I think this would be more interesting. Yeah, I can try it, but I think there's a bit more overhead with WebSockets, isn't it? If I can just make a raw TCP version of it. But yeah, let's try and look what happens. So Are you running ESP32? I saw some documentation already regarding WebSockets. It is a cheap version of an ESP32. It is the ESP2266. It is this one here. It's like $1 on AliExpress, and I got like 10 of them. So then, when the button is pressed, I make a new try catch. It's an IO exception. E then E dot print stack trace. Yeah, I know no logging and such, but IntelliJ, I don't care. The older is the 8266 older? I don't know. It's really old. I think I have this since 5-6 years or so. It's possible. But it works most of the time. I didn't have project that it didn't work. I think the point that it's the best of this is the Wi-Fi, of course. All the other projects I've done with the Raspberry Pi 4, because it has also Wi-Fi and it has 5 volts. That's the only point that's bothering me at this board, because it has 3.3 volts, and all my accessories like relays and such are 5 volts. And I don't want to buy other cheaper, or not other 3.3 volts relays and accessories. So then I need socket, this one, socket, yeah. Then the temporary IP is 10.0.0.102. Port is 1337. I'd love to get in contact if you're up for it. Perhaps could we look into details together? Got some tutorial website here. Yeah, we can do this. Let's see, how can you contact me? I think Discord, but I'm not logged in with this computer. I don't know my Discord name. I have to look on my phone if I'm logged in there. Yes, I'm logged in on my phone. What is my name on Discord? I can write it into the chat. Yeah, this would be. I can look if I can add you from the phone. I use Discord so less. I don't even know how to add someone. Oh, add friend, then find a friend. No, yeah, username. I mean, yeah, I have it installed and there's some. Yeah, I don't use public services, so I just use the call feature. Let's see. I've sent it to you friends request. So 1337 is the port, yes. So this should make a server. Then I need the print writer to write something to the socket. Then I need the buffered reader to read what the socket sends to me. Boy, this LED is really bright and it's blinking the whole time. Then out.println hello, and then do I need to flush this? I think with the print writer. Auto flush true, yeah. Why does this tutorial send the flush comment? I don't know. Then I need this input reline, and then I will sort the response, if there is a response. So then I can build this artifact, and here I did not send something. How would I send something to the Arduino? Probably with client.send or something. What do I first? I first send something and then receive something. Here I receive something and then I can client dot, oh, I don't have IntelliSense, it's so horrible. Client read. It's just client print line. Wow, that's easy. Print line. Hello from server. So let's build this project. Let's wait. No error, that's good. So I got the IP address, but nothing connected yet. So let's reload this server and then click the button. And nothing happens. Do I get an error or something? This is not related. No. There's no connection building up. And I have no clue why. I think I've never built it that way. Did I build this whole thing? Connected. Then I build it again. Build artifact. Build. Then reload this. Press the button. And then plug and enable. But nothing. Nothing in the console about the error. Error connection. Build the artifact again. Then reload the plugin. Press the button. Okay, why don't I get something into the console? Am I dumb or? You press the doorbell. Just change the message, so I'm sure it builds it correctly. Okay, something is not going to plan. Why doesn't it update? That's build doorbell jar. Maybe it's one of IntelliJ's problems again. Don't need this code. So let's build it again. Okay, now it's building a lot longer. Maybe it just didn't build the project. And I see you sent me something. So now it's built. Okay, it just didn't update the message. Why? Hello from doorbell 2. Maybe I have to restart this whole thing. Is the path still correct? That's a question. Artifacts. Should build it. Plugins. Last built an hour ago. Okay. It somehow just doesn't want to update. I hate IntelliJ. So I've deleted the plugin. So apply. Then build it, build the artifact. Is it now building? Okay, this is now the new version of the plugin. Let's start the server again. Okay, should be here. So, and now the new name is here. Then it says nothing. Why isn't it saying anything? Did it crash or? Oh yeah, it crashed big time. Okay, somehow the connection seemed to fail. Connection error, connection timed out. Oh yeah, I think I should probably open this connection in a thread because it holds the whole server. That is not so good. The Arduino did not receive something. 10, 10, 10, 102. Yeah, let's make the correct IP address here. And I know hard-coded IP addresses are great. Build artifacts, build. I will look at this WebSockets things afterwards if I'm. So let's reload the plugin again. Reload confirm. Yeah, the whole server is crashed because of this. Let's start it again. So what happens when I press the doorbell? Okay, the server still crashes. But I don't get this nasty error. The question is, am I in the same network because of this Wi-Fi? Maybe it's in a subnet 10, 10, 10, 102. Okay, I am in the same subnet as this thing. The port is 1337. The port here is 1337. It should open something. Let's test. Let's go into PowerShell, then TNC 10 10 10 102-P1337. Is there even a server open? Ooh, seems to time out. Ooh, yeah, time out. Why is there no connection open? Yeah. Here I try the other way. I think I should try the other way. Yeah, that would be the best option. The Wi-Fi is still here, the IP address is still needed, but I remove all this loop stuff. I don't need a client anymore. Yeah, let's do it the other way around. I don't need all this boiler code. Yeah, maybe I go into the main class. This is also bad code, but it doesn't matter at all. Server socket, then yeah, just do it on enable. Why not? Then server socket equals new server socket. Let's stay with this cool port. Maybe I need a try catch. Try catch. And it is an IO exception e dot print stack trace out error starting server. So this here is system out. This is just debug stuff. Maybe I make error print line because it is an error. So then this means I need to create a loop while is bound or is closed. Why is not closed? Server socket. I think the last time I worked with server sockets in Java was when I created a chat. Then socket, yeah, accept new clients. When it's a new client, I get the IP address. Let's first string dot format this. So why is it getting an error? Socket address get toString maybe? Yeah, toString is it. Then here string client has connected. Then I need a buffered reader print writer. I can copy this from my old project here. That's good because I always make my repositories on my GitHub account. So I always have something to cheat on. So with this I can write and read. Probably I have to do threads afterwards, but currently I just do one. Or no, maybe I do have to make threads. Because I need the plugin to work. And if I don't have threads, it just waits and waits and waits and waits. Maybe I have to create a new class for this shit. TCP server. Yeah, let's make this. This is better if I do its own class. Then TCP server. Then this dot TCP server equals new TCP server. Public TCP server. This is the constructor here. Let's just make everything in the constructor like a good programmer. Server socket. Let's make this private. Then let's make a getter. Get server socket. I don't need a, how's it called? Thread pool executor? What's a thread pool executor? Java thread pool executor. I don't know this, but I saved this to read later. Let's make a browser thing star. I think I just work with normal threads. New package. That's the TCP server package. Let's make this into this package. And then I need like a client handler. Allows you to create a set amount of available virtual threads. Is this needed? Can't I just use like normal threads with runnable? Implements runnable. And then just make a public void run. Let's maybe override this. Then make a constructor. Public client handler. That would be the set code ran inside the thread task. But I can just create threads with runnable, or is this bad, or don't you do this? I mean, I'm not doing this often, but when I do this with runnable interface. So I think this needs to go into the client thread, this buffered reader and buffered writer. Then buffered in, and then print writer out. This dot. Then I think I need the socket in here. Socket. Then socket. This dot socket equals socket. Is it the wrong socket? JavaNet socket, isn't it? JavaNet socket, yeah. Why is it not really working in input stream? Try catch. Okay, this seems to be much better than client handler. Client handler equals my client handler. Then I open a thread with the client handler. You wrote something. That would be just set. I'm unsure if this will cause issues, but we can fix it later if we still. Yeah, if you have problems, you can always fix them later. Um, but I think this should work. I'm not sure, but let's just hope it does. Um, okay. Do I have my old chat software somewhere? Here, ABC chat. Then I will just steal the code from here. I did this too complicated here. Server socket equals new socket. Then I go here and make. I just start server and end server. Where does I start the server? That's sometimes my own code is just weird. I do this here. Client manager, network client manager. We did the whole thread thing and all. Network client. This is this here. Network client thread. Oh, this class I need. Client handler. I have the socket here. Every time a client connects, it executes this client is connected thing. Then client handler, it runs this one, and here I have the input and output buffered reader. That would be this one. And then I wrote down with a big comment that I need to include the UTF-8 library, because otherwise it will be not good. Here, standard trust, that's UTF-8. Required int. Why do I need an int? That's why. Yes. And auto flush true is here. That means I need this get output stream or the print writer, new output stream writer. Is this better than the other one? Good. Let's see if this does something. Then why do I have this client? Yeah, my code is somehow really mysterious. I need to learn to code better because I can't read anything. Send string is just client thread send string, client thread send string. Maybe I can make something like this. To client writer. What is okay, just print line. Then this dot out dot print line. Hello from server. Okay. Now, if a client connects, I will send them. Client is a yeah. Who needs readable code? I mean, somehow you have to make yourself irreplaceable in a company, and that's I think the best way to accomplish this. Just write unreadable code. It means you have extra hours for yourself, and nobody else understands the code. That's a win-win situation. Server is closed. Okay, this goes here. Then I make read line. Do I first want? No, I first want to send the client something, and then I want to get something from the client. If the message is null, then break out of the loop. I don't have a loop here. Just return. Okay. And if it's empty. Wait, do we have to in the run? Oh, I need a while loop in the run. Yeah. No. This dot socket dot is, I can make is connect. What is the difference? Is bound is connected and this, yeah, make is connected. And this, no, this is the client here. While this thing is connected, I will get a string from the in read line. Then if this is null, now I can make the break one. And yeah, I know afterwards I need finally to just close the connections, but I don't have time for this. So, and here I can read out what the client has sent to me. This should work. Okay, now here I make a new TCP server. This TCP server just starts the server and listens and makes threads. That seems to be good. It's currently not connected to anything. It just waits for clients. Let's see if this works. Didn't I press on build artifact build? Okay, it's way too fast. Is it broken again? 22. No, it's not broken. It's just the fastest computer on planet Earth, I think. Okay, these errors are not related. Did I start the server? I don't know. Didn't I? I think I didn't make a message. Let's see if localhost. Okay, just maybe telnet localhost. This one. Ooh, client is connected. Hello from server. Yes, I can chat with my Minecraft server. Isn't that great? Let's see. Can I access bucket here? Bucket dot broadcast message data. If this works, this would be funny, I think. Build, okay. I have a timeout enabled, that's cool. Oh, why is it so slow? Maybe the server crashed or something. Okay, the server crashed. Why do I always make everything crash? Or do I have like start the thread somehow crashing the server? I think I once made a test and it worked, but I don't have the code anymore, unfortunately. Okay, but the server is not working. But I start a thread. Yeah, it waits here. I think I need to make here a thread or something. Yeah, of course, the server waits here and doesn't do anything else. That's why I time out. It's a quirk from being a plugin. Yeah, I know the mistake. I probably have to make, because here I wait for clients. And I think I have to make this waiting in the thread. Because now it just waits and waits and waits and waits, and if someone connects, it starts, but then it goes to the next phase of the loop. Yeah. I think I stumbled on this problem back in the day, and then I broke, or I didn't make more of the plugin. Let's see what I can do. I probably have to make this TCP server a thread. Maybe this is extremely bad code, but I don't care. Yeah, not the constructor, please, please. The glass here. So I don't know if this makes any sense, but I'm hopeful. Let's see what I did here in this plugin. I think, yeah, I made the fret in the constructor here. Then I made here a variable called fret. This fret equals new fret this, and then I started it here so I can access the fret variable with a getter. Get fret. Okay. Now this all should start in its own thread. Okay, it has built something and I have to restart the whole server because it's crashed again. Do you made any Minecraft plugins, or is this a new topic for you? Okay, now something responds. I've forgotten what I was trying. Oh yeah, I made the telnet command. Connect. Oh yeah, it works. I can connect with telnet. Yeah, that's a quirk of the backspace plugin. Yeah, it works. I can now send messages via TCP. Yes, that's good. That means I now have a server connection. It's unfortunate for Minecraft as well as a Unity mod in C#, another game. Yeah, I made some plugins, but I think the biggest plugin I ever made was, let's see your profile. Repositories. Let's just see the public ones, because I have some privates in here. This one was a small one, then do you see the right thing? Yeah. Just thought the wrong camera was enabled. I think this PvP plugin, it was like you can make a /PvP and then a player name, and you can make PvP against that player in a predefined arena. You have like the /PvP command and the PvP admin command. Yeah, you have like a config file where there's some default stuff. It's when did I make the last commit? 3 years ago. What the heck? Okay, this is really old. Yeah, I made my own custom config, and here, yeah, if you make /PvP, you can start the game. Exactly. You can player can execute this command. Then you check if this player is already in a game. When this player is already in a game, you can start a new one. Then it switches over the arguments, how much arguments they have. You can make a target. You can accept, deny. You can do so much with this plugin. This was one of my first big ones. Like this is in game. You loop just over every games. The games are defined here in main somewhere. It's a array list. Here I should just use list interface. Yeah. When I made this program, I didn't have any programming education, so I just did whatever I thought was correct. I can get the games of the player. I can stop the game of player. If like the player quits, it just automatically removes every game, yeah. And I just have many projects where I can just steal the code from. For any other plugins? Oh, this is a really old plugin from 4 years ago. Just one class. Yeah, this is bad code if you ever saw one. Let's look at this. What is this? Yeah. Okay, where was I? I have a TCP connection. Hello from server. This all works. That's good. So, yeah, I am a bad programmer. I know. I have some other stuff, but it's not important for now. Where was I stuck? I wanted to make a connection to my Arduino. Let's close telnet. Then Arduino. So, where is my cheat sheet? Here I have to close the connections afterwards. Now I need my Arduino IDE. Now I will make a connection to my Minecraft server. And then first I will get the response, hello from server. And then I will send some chat messages. Yeah, currently it just sends here every message I receive. A broadcast is just for testing purposes, but I think the broadcast thing is deprecated. Is it? Yeah. What is the new one? Is it just looping over everyone and making a connection? I don't know. Why is this deprecated? And what's the new version? I don't know. But it doesn't matter right now. Then I need my Wi-Fi client again. And I have connected here. Wi-Fi. Why is it called Wi-Fi client if it's just a TCP client? I don't know. So then in the loop. Where can I make the connection? Let's see if Wi-Fi connected. Yes. Then after I print my IP address, I have to connect to the server. If client dot connected. When the client is connected, I will client dot connect. The connector is under here. I just jumped the lines. The host name is what's the IP address of this computer? It is this one. Connect IP address, and the port was 1337. I think here I will create like a domain, and the port can be whatever it is. Now it's lead. Then connected to server, else not connected to server. And then here I can write, okay, now first I will receive something from the server, but it doesn't really matter. Serial.print not serial client. Client.print serial.print line. And then I want to receive something from the client. client dot print line. Right, we can make it here. If it's connected, else it reconnect. And I think I will make like red and the green LED to indicate if it's connected to the server. If it's red, it's not connected. If it's green, it's connected. And then afterwards, I think I have, where is my Arduino chest? Here. I have like a beeper, and I think I can just beep if I press the doorbell. Here, what's plus? This is plus and this is minus. I can just put it in there, zack. And just for testing purposes, this may be a bit loud. Instead of going to the LED, I just can get here. And it works too. Do I really need a tone feature? I think it works like this, isn't it? I mean, it's a really annoying sound, so it works. Or do I need something different for it? Oh, does it really work? That would be crazy. Arduino tone. How do I have to define the pin as an output, or do I have to define it as something else? Do we have to? Probably have to use a PWM pin, is it? Which pin has PWM? Pin out PWM. Ooh, the D1 has PWM. The power of the pin is a GPIO pin, yes. Yeah, but is it the output just defined like in the code here as an ID pin to output? Or just let's make another pin. D2. Here D2. I just connect the pin. It's not very interesting, so I don't switch the screen. D2 is pin number. Where I have this open. ESP2866 pin out. Pin 2 is GPIO4. Buzzer pin is number 4. Then buzzer pin is an output. And I can make this digital right, it doesn't really care. Yeah, maybe I don't need the delay anymore. Just comment that out. And then the tone feature. Tone. The frequency. What is this? Frequency is an unsigned int. What's a cool tone? I don't know. Maybe 100 and it's the buzzer pin, and I know I should work on something else, but I don't do it anymore. Void tune. Yeah, the duration is in milliseconds, I think. Yeah, milliseconds. It's an optional. What's the default value, or is the default value just until you turn it down, or how to disable this? No tone. Yeah, it plays the tone until you say no tone. Okay, that's maybe no tone at buzzer pin. Oh, is this annoying? Is this annoying? Is this annoying? Yeah, I don't want this anymore. So tone, let's say 1000. I don't know how. Tone, frequency, and 50% duty cycle. The pin. How to use the no tone? Do I have to get the pin? I don't know, but let's try. Where did I forget a semicolon? Here. It's working, yeah, and it should be annoying, so it's fulfilled, I guess. So to see, I've plugged it in here. This is the buzzer, and this is the cable to number D2. This is pin number 4 on the breadboard. So let's go to the code again. But why isn't it stopping? Shut up. No tone and then pin. Why doesn't it work? After delay, maybe change it to 100. Ah, I have no delay. That's why. I've just added a delay here afterwards, because I didn't have a delay. It just jumped into the next, and then it just started again at 1500. Yeah, let's wait until it's built. Now I can plug it in again. So, and maybe, no, I don't want to add the LED. So let's wait until it's built. 100%, hard reset. Now the question. Can you hear this on screen? This sounds like a cool alert. I think it works. Maybe I can make a function void sound buzzer, because maybe I need this on multiple occasions. Occasions, I don't know. And instead of doing this, how does it behave? Let's see what it does when I don't make the delays and just making it 1000. No, how? Just I don't care. Just make it like this. I mean, I don't want to make much in this code else, so why bother? Makes a tone, delay, no tone. Then let's make for int I equals 0, I smaller than, let's say, 10 times I plus plus, and I should show the code again. This should sound 10 times. Is 10 times too much? Let's say 5. When I make sound buzzer, but sound buzzer should just call once for testing purposes, because I don't want to make this sound the whole day. Now build this sketch, but I think I nailed the alert sound. That's good. And afterwards I will make the Wi-Fi connection, Wi-Fi, the TCP socket connection, and see if I can start on button press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It works. Yeah. And now I want to make this sound when I press the button on Minecraft. What is this project? I don't know, but it's fun. So, where was I on this topic? I forgot. Client connected. Why did I go off this thing, this connection? I don't know, but connected to server. It says connected to server. Does the server say something about the client connected? Oh yeah, it does. I didn't watch it, but it apparently works. Then I need the message from the client. Should I first, what did I do here? It's here already. What is here already? Ah, we still need to connect ESP. Yeah, it's connected. I didn't watch what happens. Does it send something to chat? No, not. Yeah, I don't send a message. That's why. So the first thing is to do, I say hello from server. I want this in my console. For this, I need to probably read. When the client is connected, I want something like a acknowledge message from the server, so I know it is really connected. I will first check if I can read. If I can read the response. This is the line. Read until \n, because this is the delimiter, and then I can print out the response. And then I want to send something. Client dot print line hello from client semicolon. So then let's just ignore the sound, it doesn't matter. This is the Minecraft server. Just need this console. The plugin is set up, so it should work. Let's see if it does. So it's uploading the sketch. When it connected, but I have nothing in the console. That's concerning. Yeah, shut up. So, I write out hello from server, and I should receive something. Oh, hello from client. I did not send it to the chat, I sent it direct to the broadcast. Why did I do this? I don't know, but it apparently works, and I have yeah, it works. Is the plugin uploading the message for broadcast? No, it's on the client, but this is not a problem. And here I see the hello from server. But why is it? Oh, yeah, it's in a loop. That's why I'm a bit dumb. Yeah, it just waits for the response. Once there is no response, it sends its message. But I don't need to send a message. I just need to wait for a response. And if response equals to, I don't know, ring, then I want to sound the buzzer. Yeah, why not? So connected to server. Yeah, that's okay. Nothing else. If the broadcast in the chat was not okay. I would check on the Java code for client messages being. Yeah, I know. But this was just for testing purposes. Now I will make this better. Here it broadcasts message, but I don't need this anymore because I don't want anything from the server. If it's connected, it's connected. If it's not connected, it's okay. Yeah, I don't really need this because I want to send something. Now I just have to find out how to send something from outside. I don't need bucket here. So let's see. I have here the TCP server. I maybe make a getter. Yeah, I don't need a getter because I don't want to make a singleton out of main. Or should I make a singleton? No, that's too complicated. On the onPlayer interactive event, I need a constructor. Player interactive event, TCP server. Currently, I just have one client. That's important. Well, I need a list of the clients first. TCP server accept. When I accept it, I have a new client. Socket, that's the client. Let's make a client list. How did I do this? Back here, client manager. I have a list of clients. The list of sockets. Afterwards, I will save them with names or something. There is a new. Let's make this into this one. This dot. List of clients. This dot clients. Copy and write array list to make it thread safe. It wants sockets. Do I need this one here? No, I don't need a type because I have the type here. I need a type. So I have a new list, and then here get clients. I think that's it. Clients dot add socket. Now I have a list of all clients. Then I can give this here on player interact event the TCP server. On player interact event TCP server, TCP server, TCP server, TCP server. Can I make this here in Java? Oh no, I can't. This is JavaScript or TypeScript thing. This .tcp server is TCP server, then this .tcp servers dot get clients dot get first, because it's a test I can do this, dot get, what do I want? I have the clients. I want to how do I send something? I forgot. Dot make this private. Private. Then get in in. Let's refactor this. input reader, then refactor this here, output writer. These are not good names, but I don't care at this point. Get output writer and get input reader dot get. Oh, I don't get the thread. I need the thread. This is a client handlers, and then I need the client handler here, and I need to add this here. You know what? I just make the same thing as here. Friend socket maybe final. No, I don't care. I think this could work. TCP server. Get client, get first dot. Why is this not working? Get first dot. Why do I have these options? It's a client handler. It's a thread. TCP server. The TCP server has a client handler list called clients. Wrong type. Client handler. I know this is really bad code, but as I said, this is just prototyping. Here now, get output writer dot print line ring it was, I think. So if this works first try, I think I might be a good programmer. I can close this tab here. Reload confirm. Error starting server. Is something still running? That's the question. Maybe. Yeah, maybe it is still running if I reload it. If I hot reload it. Let's see if it starts up that way. Yeah, it can't start the server again because I first need to close it when I restart it. But that's a problem for future me. I'm on disable to do disable TCP server. I just have to restart the whole server to make this work, but it is not really that much of a problem. Where was I? Does it I think it reconnects. If I don't make a filter here, I think it just reconnects. No, it doesn't reconnect. I have to implement this. This thread should have a stop file. Yeah, I know I will stop it afterwards, but for prototyping it doesn't really matter for me. As I made in this server here, I always have like a stop function. Here's a client server manager. No, not in the client server manager. No. Thread here. Disconnect. It's a disconnect function to disconnect every client, and then I have in the server here in the finally. What here? First of all, I always check to close it if the stop server, and I think this is not a plugin, so it works a bit different. Here in the application, I stop the server if everything is finished. So where was I? The reconnect phase. Let's make a white connect to server. And if it can't find the connection, it connects again. And here I want to connect to server. So this should in theory work if I have a semicolon here. Beginner mistake. It flashes. Let's see what it cooks. What? I don't know what I just said. Doesn't matter. Maybe I can make a new scene. Side by side. Maybe you see black screen now, but I will fix this. Okay. Window. Window left. It's this screen here, I think. No, it's the Arduino IDE. I don't want a window, I want a whole screen. Disable, disable, disable. Yes. Add. Okay, now I think there should be both. Connect to server, hello from server. I think I have to change it to the acknowledge message, but it doesn't care right now. So if this works, I'm pretty happy. So, TCP server is null. Why is TCP server null? I have a connection. Let's see. Oh, maybe I should define this before I register the event. That would be an idea. A lot of mistakes today. So let's start the server again. And now it should say that it has no connection. It doesn't say it has no connection. That's not good. But here it says hello from server again. So not connect to server, not connect to server, and then connect to server. That works like it's supposed to. So it says ring, but why does it says ring and doesn't ring? If response equals ring, it should make a buzzer sound. Sound buzzer. Is it plugged in correctly? That's yes, it is. Maybe I try digital write high, and to be absolutely sure it says ring in the chat, because it should ring. Sound buzzer, is this written correctly? Yes. I have to first make if response equals nothing. It just returns when it's empty, because now it's just writes a whole lot of nothing into the thing. The variable is written wrong. It's print with small I and n. So now it's building. Can you read this in the? Let's see. Oh yeah, it's visible both windows. That's great. I can maybe make this a bit bigger. Okay, now it seems to work. Let's see, what does it write in the chat? It does not write ring ring ring. Response equals ring. Am I doing something wrong here? Or the question is, what do I do wrong here? Let's make this like an acknowledge message. Here I write to the server ring. Or maybe it's print line and it's ring backslash n or something. If I just write ring, can I do this? Maybe I just print line. Or I do both. If both work, I know it's with backslash n. Build artifact, then close this server and reopen it. So let's see what the Arduino says. It says acknowledged. That's good. Then what happens when no, I don't want to open the logs directory. What happens if I press the button now? Nothing. It says ring, but why is this? Huh. Let's check it with my I have to trim the response. That sucks. Sometimes I just should read everything through before I start. And let's maybe say here that the server has started. TCP server. Then south. Yeah, I know there's a logger, but I don't care. On 1337. So then let's build this plugin again. Yeah, I know it would be a lot more faster if I just would implement this stopping feature, but I love the pain of debugging or so. So now, theoretically, it should work. It works! Maybe it should be a bit faster. Let's just say 500 milliseconds, 500 milliseconds, 500 milliseconds. Let's push the sketch out. And afterwards the LED turns to low. Oh no, it doesn't turn to low. That's good, I think. Afterwards, I think I will make a blue LED or something when a message is received, and the red and green one for is it connected or is it not connected. So it gets the acknowledge from the server. Maybe I can do some handling of this too. Now it says client is connected. That's good. Now if I press this button again, let's make it big so you can enjoy it. Okay. What did I do now? Connection reset. It did work so beautiful. Why doesn't it anymore? The only thing I did change was this buzzer. Let's restart the server and then push the code again. Yes, it's not connected anymore. It should say server started on 13/7. That's good. So 100%. Then go to the serial monitor. Connect it to server. Acknowledge. Then. Yeah, works. Perfect. Let's see if it works a second time. The ID doesn't go off because I didn't program it to. But a second time it doesn't work. It says ring ring, but it doesn't ring. Why doesn't it ring? Right LED pin high. And afterwards make it low to see that it doesn't crash or something. Then it makes loop 5 times. Buzzer pin 1500 delay. No tone. Do we have to enable the tone again or something? Delay 500. Then it just goes again. Here says ring ring ring. This is just ring ring. Why is this ring ring? This is this one. Why does my Minecraft server, the second time I execute it, says ring ring and not ring? Ring. Because I am probably, yeah. I'm retarded. Build artifact. So then restart this server again. So the server is started again. So okay, now it works. Yeah, it was just I sent it 2 rings. I don't know why it worked the first time. It shouldn't have, but yeah, I don't know. Okay. That seems to work. I think now is the time to make a Git repository for it, because otherwise I will fuck up something and then nothing works anymore. So let's just create a Git repository for it. Let's call it Minecraft doorbell adapter. So it's a public repository created. So then MC doorbell. Go to a new terminal. Then cd this. Then git init. I don't like Windows. Because I'm a new user, I don't have Git here. VCS. Or do I have a terminal with Git in here? Git? No, of course not. Git SCM. Let's just download it. Download for Windows. Git for Windows 64-bit. Next. Oh, additional icons. No, I don't need icons. Check it now. Next. Use Vim, yes. Let's get decide. Yeah, decide whatever you want. Get from the command line. Yes, of course. Use OpenSSH. Yes. Use native Windows. Yes. Yes. Wow, how many questions? I just download Git on this user. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Now I think I have to restart the new PowerShell. I have PowerShell 7? No, please not. Git. Perfect. Now I cd into this directory. Git init. That's perfect. Git add punct.git status. The plugin I have and the client I know I have. That sounds good. Git commit-m init. First configure my username. Oh no, I have to configure my my private key. Then git commit init. Perfect. I think I will add the remote. Yeah, I do this here on the second screen. Not in the Minecraft terminal, please. PowerShell. Add the remote. And then I'm lazy. I just used the Windows thing. Git is not initialized. Yes, it is. Can it run Git? Git is not installed. It is installed. I just did. You have to like it, German. It's so fun, they said. Yeah, configure. Let's see, what do we have to configure? Login with GitHub. Authorize GitHub. I don't want to add my private key on this computer. Wow, this was fast. Okay. Download and install. Does it download? Yes, it does. I think I have to rearrange all this code because it is not beautiful. So now I should have Git You sent something on Discord. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I have my phone near me. Let's see what you have sent. Oh, you sent your GitHub account. Discrete OBS setup. Like on the left side. Yeah, that's probably better. I just wanted to show that it worked. Were you here when it worked before, or were you offline because it didn't saw your user here? You can crop the camera by holding Alt while selecting the pointer. Alt. Oh yeah, that's very good, very good. So then I can make this bigger. Yeah, but the problem is my IntelliJ is 16 by 9, so I don't know if this is any better, but I don't know if this is better that you can see something. Yeah, that's okay. I've downloaded and installed Git now 3 times, so I just did want to work. But yeah, I can show you. It works now. So, this is so. Git. Can I make a push? Push. Show details. Yeah, I want details. Give me details. I have downloaded Git now 3 times. Or maybe I have to just restore IntelliJ. That's possible. First commit on this repo and this computer, because I have a private key. I've disabled the HTTPS thing for my GitHub account, and I just want to push, but I need. Yeah, I think I've lost the connection for a short time, somehow. Yeah, I committed already everything on the branch, so the branch is clear. But yeah, somehow IntelliJ doesn't want to connect, because IntelliJ has a good feature. It uses the Windows authentication, I think it's Kerberos or something, to connect without the private key to GitHub. Because I don't have the private key, or I do have the private key. I should just set up the private key. It will be the easiest thing. But I have it on a different user on this machine. .ssh. Yes, I want to connect. I don't have access to this folder. Of course not. Windows. Yeah, I don't have the private key. Can't I just push? Please, let me push. No such file. Git.exe. But it works in PowerShell. It doesn't work. Okay. I've just set the upstream directory. Just work, Windows. Oh yeah, I get this feature on the command line too, so I don't need IntelliJ. Did it work? Authentication succeeded. Oh yeah, it worked. Perfect. Yeah. Normally I use Linux for programming, but I have not set up a Linux laptop with how is it called? With Minecraft on it. And I think my laptop can't handle Minecraft, so I use my computer. Let's see, GitHub. Is it on there? Yes, it is on there. Here, the client. It's double INO. Why not? Then I have the doorbell plugin. That seems good. Yeah, no Minecraft server. That's good. Perfect. Then I can close this here. So let's test it again, just to be sure. Well, first change this message because this is no longer needed. Hello, you press the doorbell. Successfully ringed the doorbell. Then I will send a ring signal. Probably I will do something of packaging later where I have different classes for different commands. Maybe I have to make a ring command, a connect command, a disconnect command, or something. I'm not sure yet. And I have to make a client management so I know which doorbell I want it to ring. Currently I just ring the first one's doorbell. Doesn't matter who you are. Here I have the acknowledge signal. Maybe I can clean up this code a bit. Why is it so weird? Huh? Are the spaces not good? No, the spaces are good, but why? Huh? I don't get this. I can go to the full view again because I don't need to see the client. So here maybe I can this dot in dot. Do I have to close them? Network client. Do I close something here? No. Do I close something here? No, I don't have a disconnect function in the thread. This dot input reader dot close. This dot output writer dot close. Do I really need a try catch in this one? Close. Let's just steal this code here. Input reader, is it the input reader? Yes. To client writer. Connection to client close. From Crower, I need all this free. No, that's too much. The connection needs to be closed in this. It was all correct. It was correct. I just need to rename this socket to client writer is the output writer. This is the input reader. Okay, now I close all this. This dot close. But why is this so buggy here? What is the line? Just need to go to the next one. This is here, this is here. Okay, now it looks a lot better. Okay, that means I have now closed this one. Now I need the server to close. TCP server. Just make a public void start and public void stop. In the stop, I can make these here. So second, yeah. Server stop, yeah, blah blah blah. Then start server. It would be better if I do this here. This dot start. Okay. Code is still bad, but it's now closing everything. Maybe what I have to first stop. Or here. This dot TCP server dot stop. And maybe just no, I started here. Dot start no, this should be no. I will start the thread in the start function and then this into the run. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, this makes a lot more sense. Then dot start. Returns void. Yeah, that's of course. Let's just return this here. Return this. This is a TCP server. So this should work. So plugin, what's the server? Server plugins. What is this folder? I don't know. Minecraft server is here, plugin is here, client is here. Let's just save this here and rename this client. Oh, you don't see something here? Client Eno. Because why did I double Eno it? No, I don't want to open it as a PDF. So it's the client now, then it's the Minecraft server. This is not pushed, that's okay. Plugin, it's here. Oh, I want to start the server, yes. Right. Then let's open the client again with the, of course I don't have the Arduino IDE here. Let's just, oh, it realized that I renamed it. Crazy. Okay, client is connected. What does it do? Do I have a client that's disconnected? I don't think so. If this now, then break. Oops. Client is disconnected. Then it disconnects here and closes the socket. So theoretically, if I maybe I have to write something. Start client string dot format client as disconnected. This dot socket dot get remote address. That's good. Then I try to build this project and then I will look if everything works as expected. So it has built, that means I can restart it. So client is connected. When I now go to the side-by-side view, let's just make the layout a bit better here. So when I now disconnect this here, it should write out that the client is disconnected. Why doesn't it write the client is disconnected? It's in the timeout phase. Server is still responding, but it doesn't say that the client has disconnected. That's a tiny problem. When I start it up again, does it connect to the server? Yes, it reconnects, but somehow it doesn't disconnect. Maybe I have to read into it again, but it's not bad for now. Now if I press the button, it still does not work. Oh shit. It's not connected. COM7. Why is it 8266 generic module? Yes. Just sends question marks. That's good. Or not, I don't know. Connected to server. That's good. But what happens when I press this button? Nothing. It worked before. Why doesn't it now? Do I have connection reset? The client is connected. When I press the button, nothing happens. Did I maybe reset the connection too early or so? Disclose. What did I change? When it connects, it gets the acknowledge signal. It comes to here. Then it goes into the while loop. It checks if there's a message. If there's no message, it just continues. But it seems to doesn't receive anything. I go here into player interact successfully ring the doorbell. Does this message come up? Yes. And then it sends ring. But I don't receive ring. Why? I did change something, but I can't remember what. This was the thing I changed. Okay, plugin is built. Let's see if I get an error. No. Successfully ringed the doorbell. Nothing on that side. But also it didn't say it has no connection. When I close it, does it say it has no connection? Not connected to server, that's good. That's intended behavior. Then I start it up again. Okay, then it says the client is connected, it gets the acknowledge signal, and then it should theoretically work, yeah. Okay, something is weird about this, but I think I call it a day. This feature works in this temporary development state. So I think I can call it a day for today, and then start again tomorrow with implementing all the other features. Yeah, perfect. Until tomorrow.